Today's been a long day, but the day's been good. I'll say the day has been good.
Yeah, honey. I'm tired. I'm hungry. But listen, I'm happy to spend this time with you because it's been a while since we've been able to just sit back and lay back and talk. Since you got your husband, I think he kind of keeps you close to him.
He do. I can truly say my husband enjoys me, even though we may, knock heads sometime, but we do enjoy each other. I was telling him the other day, I think you had sent a text, because sometimes people don't understand the dynamics of our relationship, and especially with me and Trina with you. But I was telling him about a text you had said, and I kind of felt that thing in my soul when you were saying that you were proud of the parents that we had become.
Yeah.
And I was like, the first thing I thought was, always wisdom. You always taught us God first, but to, have you be a part in our upbringing, and then for you to say you proud of the parents that we have become.
I am really. You all have. I'm proud of all of you. You girls are on the ball, honey. And I like the way you raise your children and everything. And I even love your husband, honey, because listen,
he love you.
He don't let me open a door. I mean, he don't let me do anything.
He do. He say, Mama,
he's right there for me. And I tell people about him all the time. I said I meet very few men like your husband.
Yeah, and that's not no show, because anytime he around elderly like his grandma and any elderly person, he gonna make sure that they all right.
I mean, he opens the door. I mean, he's just there. If I'm going across the street, he makes sure that I can get across there. He come and grab my arm, and you just don't see men like that no more.
Right.
Honey, I said, you got your jewel when it comes to that. I said, because you don't see men doing that anymore.
And he talk about how he was in that kitchen trying to get that stuff together to sell them dinners at the wedding. He was like, he said, Mama, I need your help. But that's what I wanted to tell you too, because the last time we were all here at Earica House, I think you walked in on the tail end of the conversation, but I was really upset about Earica talking about us being here more to help with Kathy and finding out like what was truly going on with Kathy's sight. And that just made me feel like, well, do she think that about, when you had your knee surgery? And I know that men would have been here, especially.
Yeah. I didn't really need anyone. This surgery was so good. I mean, it really didn't have me down, Earica, she gets excited about everything,
Right, so. And it just be too much sometimes. But I don't think she realizes, like, when she's saying stuff that like we really take that to heart. Yeah. Like if she probably would have came. Now I probably would have went off on her if she would have came at me, about you. But I remember when y'all was having the conversation too, because me and already said whatever when it comes to GMA surgery, whatever we need to do, if we got to take turns, we gonna be there. But we have to respect too that if Kathy and Earica make a decision or whatever, but you said, and I don't even think you realize it, that you only wanted Kathy and Earica to take care of you. And I was like, okay, maybe she. That. Yeah, I was like, I don't think she really. And I think you got caught up in the conversation when you was thinking about like who gonna catch, because you was like, Kathy gonna have to be here to take care of me because Earica.
That was between Earica and Kathy. That had nothing to do with you all. I was saying that because of Earica and Kathy, because I know Kathy gonna be there. Earica might be there and go upstairs and do something, but I knew Kathy, was gonna be there. But it had nothing to do with you all taking care of me, because I know you've always been there for me.
Yeah,
and I know you will. I don't know one of you all that if I called,
right,
you wouldn't be there for me.
Right.
So
and I know Earica know that, especially when it comes to you. But I want you to know.
Well, honey,
that we would have been there if that was needed. Everything would have been laid down, and I would have been here for Kathy if I wasn't sick.
Yeah.
Like, and Kathy knows that. Earica know my character. Like, if you ask me, they know. If you tell lady, I'm not going to exchange words. This what need to be done. That's where I'm.
Earica, she just get all carried away. It'd be too many people anyway if everybody was
right. And she's so funny acting anyway. So I was like, but I just wanted you to know that you know me. And
I know you would be here, but I tell Kathy, like Kathy be telling me, Mama, when you come, and I said, I depending on how she acting, just
and everybody knows
how she acting, because I can't deal with her sometimes, so if she all up in the air and having a fit, I'm just get my purse and go. Yeah, but I was glad we did,
get things together at the end, because she felt bad about hurting my feelings, but I just think sometimes she just be so harsh in her words. I say that can be the meanest, nicest person ever, and I
don't think she even thinks she's
she just
bossy,
just always been bossy.
But for some reason that morning I told Kathy, and Kathy told you, I said, tell Earica she need to watch how she say some things. Yeah, and that's what Kathy said. I said, because she don't realize it, but she
just say it, like just because she just always been bossy, but we love her and we have to deal with her.
She act like she's older than everybody.
Oh my God! Yeah, the baby.
She the baby. She act like she old.
Boss baby.
Boss baby. Yeah.
Yeah, but April
allows her to boss her more than anybody else. I think. Yeah. Her in April. But that's okay, her in April. But you all much older. You all took care of her as a baby.
I took care of you.
And now you want to boss me.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, but she'll be all right.
Yeah, honey. I just said, honey, God has really blessed us. We've had a good life. Yeah. And I just think I just love how close we are still. We're still close. Yeah. Because some people get angry and would get angry and don't come back.
Yeah. But that's because we value relationship with each other, and we don't been through some things. Like people look at her like this ain't no relationship that's just started over the last couple of years. Like you have literally been in our life since 7th grade.
That's right.
And we 51 years old.
That's right.
No fallout, no
allowed. So people say what they want, honey.
Right.
Shirley was happy. With me being all's godmother.
She was.
I don't care what nobody else say. We talked about it, and she wanted me to be godmother. So I don't care what other people say.
Handpicked. I gotta tell people I ain't never been motherless. When my mother died, I have never been motherless, because the way that you love on Earica and Kathy, you and my goddaddy Jerome, y'all loved and y'all made sure that we listen, especially honey.
That was his baby.
What did he say? Wipe the street with you. Listen, he loved him some. And you ain't gonna say too many harsh words about him, not even in his death.
No,
she gonna defend him. So,
but I just thank God. But I don't ever think that I hold nothing against you about my knee or anything. You just don't pay Earica no money.
I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm good. And I'm ready to go eat something. I'm tired.
Me too.
This is so exciting for my birthday.
Yes. Oh. You like it?
Yes, I love this.
So it's
yes.
So this right here, like I didn't like the way these stick up, but when you put it on, I like the way it falls on over you. So
yes, it's adjustable. I can make it long or really long or a little shorter. I love this. Thank you.
Happy birthday, big sis.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thought I'd never get to 49.
Girl, I'm like 49. Girl, bye. God, but Kathy, you about to be 60.
I know.
Knock.
In about 8 more years, I will be 60. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm almost 60.
You gonna have a party?
No. I'll probably go to Paris. Just hang out.
Just hang out?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I got me a, of course I can't get you one. Not get me one. I don't know why I done fell in love with MCMs. Like, I remember these, like, when I was in junior high school.
Really?
Yes, like, MCM was, like, a popular brand in, like, the 80s.
Like, what stores were they in? Like,
I don't know, because I would just see, like, girl rappers wear them. Like,
Okay.
Salt and Pepper in them, you know. And so, I just never, you know. And then
I
one
really
day,
like
I think it was, like, maybe like 4 years ago, I saw somebody with an MCM bag, and I was like, they came back. So it's like a new fetish of mine now. Brian said I need to stop. So
I love that bag. Thank you so much.
you're welcome, Lord. It's freezing here.
Yes, it is.
I don't see how people live up north. Even my skin, I can feel like my skin is dry.
When you wash your hand with the soap, it's like white. Your hands ashy.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home.
We're going home soon.
Yeah. So
Ain't nothing like Chicago. And their pizza.
I don't like it.
I don't either, but we sneak that like we like it because we in
No,
Chicago.
I don't. I was on social media arguing. I was like, that thick. I don't like that.
It
pizza.
tastes floury or something like that. It
tastes like dough because it's like that thick.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's nasty. And I'm not a big pizza eater anyway.
I like that greasy bread that I'm used to in Florida.
Y'all can have that. So, you know, I told everybody, oh, I'm ashy. God, look at my ankles.
Oh, that's your ankle?
Shut
I
up.
thought that was
It is. I'm so
black
ashy.
sock.
But you know, I'm me telling everybody about the book. So now that I'm at the stage where we need to plan for the release, I'm a little nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I guess because of the unknown. Like it's a few reasons. Let me just be honest. Number one, the unknown. I've never done this before. I'm not nervous about the content. Well,
Well,
I think it's for me. Like, I know working on the project over the last year has been just like a soul searching thing.
yeah.
Just dealing with the drama and, you know, the social media drama and losing the baby and the stress, you know. And it was like, I never remember, like, my whole thing, I used to do growing up, I used to do the creating the albums, the photo albums. That was kind of like my scrapbook thing.
Yeah.
And then after I lost it with Hurricane Katrina, all those books, I've never like taken the time to create like a journal or books or anything because those memories were gone. And I just kind of felt like it was all like a waste. And I guess I was just still like dealing with the loss of all those things, you know, from dad and just childhood memories. So I've never done anything like this. So to go through this process and then opening up about so much that I've honestly never talked about, you know, with social media now being so judgmental, that fear of, you know, there's a perception,
Yeah.
you know, on social media, you're this, you're that, you know, and now they see, oh my God, you know.
You went through all of that.
Yeah. So I think,
But it's a healing for you, so that's the good part. I think even with the Katrina and the baby, this book made you actually deal with it.
right.
So you're getting a chance to do that now when usually you just don't be bothered with it. But you had to face it and deal with it.
I mean, even with Shay, like, I came to a reality check. Things I didn't realize, you know. It made me just kind of reflect and be like, how things could have been done so differently, you know. I don't know, you know, being a stepmom and even the situation with my ex. I mean, there's just people that just don't know those stories. And, you know, although I am transparent with some things, you know, that I felt may be helpful, I think just kind of getting it all out was so therapeutic. But in return, I don't want is just to be dumped on someone else.
Right.
I want them to kind of go through the process with me and look at their own lives and soul search.
That's what it's going to do.
Right.
It's going to do the same thing it did for you. It's going to help them too.
Right. I finally got a title.
What is your title?
You know, I was struggling. I knew I wanted purpose in it. But it's Broken Pieces Created My Purpose.
Broken Pieces
Created My Purpose.
Created My Purpose.
So I just felt like the pieces of my life, everything that I've gone through, the
Created.
brokenness, created the things that God has me to fulfill on earth, whatever that may be, now, in the present, in the future. You know, the reason I go through the things that I go through, and then I want other people to have that same, you know, realization, like it's not all in vain, you know. Not saying that it doesn't hurt, and, you know, you have to struggle with it, but even through my miscarriages and the things that I've gone through, the baby, the fact that so many women, even women that hate me, you know, can relate and say, I never talked about it, and it's always been such a stigma to it, you know. And then with the whole thing with Roe versus Wade, and people just, women trying to find their place of how this is going to work and how it's going to impact them. I just think there's a greater good in all of it, and so that's what my hope is. But, you know, some people gonna be mad, you know, because I'm gonna tell my truth, you know, and I feel like it's time, and Brian is very comfortable with me, you know,
and that's
sharing.
what matters. So and say the title again.
Broken Pieces Created My Purpose.
That's nice.
Yes.
You sure you came up with that?
Girl, bye.
That's really
you know, I just been dealing with the purpose whole thing, and I knew I wanted purpose in it.
Yeah.
So
that's I like that.
Yeah. But
that says you. That's you.
And then I just kind of see this whole puzzle thing. Like, I just have these images of this puzzle, and this piece got to connect to this piece.
Oh, the pieces.
Yeah,
okay.
and then how the interlocking of those pieces, just your life in general. Because yes, you know, going through the divorce, I moved to New Orleans for a fresh start, but it put me on a different career path in management. But then I wasn't there long before I got shifted, you know, and went to Atlanta, where I met my, you know, my future husband.
Yeah.
And, you know, my life and my career changed there. So it's just all these different dynamics, and sometimes when we're in that moment, we don't understand it.
Why?
Yeah. And so when you look at how those pieces interlock, you know, you're like, wow. Yeah. So even getting to Atlanta helped me, you know, me and Shay didn't have a relationship for almost 10 years. But us reconnecting while I was in Atlanta, and us spending those couple years together, you know, to at least make up for some lost time. It's just so much, you know, so I'm excited but nervous, but I feel like, you know, it's something that the world needs, you know.
Did you tell Mom the title yet?
No.
Okay.
I kind of just came up with it like within the last couple of days. I've just been writing different things down, and so I was like, okay, this is it. It just kind of stuck with me, and I was like, this is what I want to do. So, what I'm not, this I'm gonna tell her, like, I'm gonna have it like drawn up, like basically a graphic person to kind of give me that, so she can see it. So then you can kind of understand what I'm talking about when I say pieces.
Okay.
So, don't tell her you talk so
I
much.
ain't gonna say nothing to her, but I think it's catchy, it's nice, and it's you, you know.
Yeah. So
You've been through a whole lot.
Yep. All right, I need to go take a shower.
Just come through. And don't forget the lotion.
Girl, this is ridiculous. Look at this. I'm embarrassed.
You blamed it on the weather, but I don't know.
Next time on Ears Girls.
Like, I'm scared. I don't know how it's gonna be.
You better not cry.
I'm scared, lady.
Hey, girl don't got swole already. Like, calm down.
because that pissed me off.
All Jack will be revealed on this.